Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel A to Z Therapy with Smriti. I'm an occupational therapy and clinical psychology student. You must be thinking that why am I showing you pictures of people with vitiligo? Well, today in the very first episode of our series on Mythbusters, we have with us is SushAmita Jain, who will talk to us about white patches or vitiligo. So let's start.
So today we will be talking, of course, about vitiligo awareness. So first of all, I would just like to have a brief introduction of you, ma'am. Just a bit about your journey with vitiligo, a bit about your growing days and all.
Mm. Okay. Yeah. Hi, everyone. My name is Sushmita. I'm also known as SushAmita Jain in social media. So I'm a person with vitiligo. So vitiligo is nothing but white patches. Like you might have seen people with white patches in your day-to-day life. So I acquired vitiligo around the age of 9 or so. So that's when vitiligo started. Like I acquired vitiligo at that time, and it started as a small patch under my eyes, and it was very small in the beginning, but slowly it gradually spread across my face, my hands, legs, and all. So I had around 75% of my body covered with vitiligo, white patches. And at that point of time, if you see, there wasn't much awareness, or there wasn't much info on what exactly it is,
Mm.
because initially we thought it's some skin allergy or infection. So
Yeah.
so we just used some skin creams and all, and even we just went to a child specialist, or that way. So slowly, after trying many treatments, a lot of treatments, like it included allopathy, homeopathy, different types of ayurveda, and finally we came across a treatment called narrowband UVB.
Mhm.
So UVB is something which helped me partially, like especially on my face. If you see, I had around 75% of my face covered with the vitiligo white patches. So UVB helped in my case, like it helped in healing, and also some part of my hands, the here and all.
Mhm.
So even on my legs, except for hands and feet, like which are quite bony areas, and for also lips, it didn't work much in my case. And so we kept trying. We also tried like surgical options like melanocyte transplantation, skin grafting, and different types of grafting as well. So
Okay.
we kept trying. It wasn't that beneficial in my case, though now it has advanced. Like there are advanced options also. But yeah, there is no a specific cure as such for vitiligo, but it can be managed well, and there are some treatments which help us manage also, like narrowband UVB.
Mhm.
So my journey continues, and based on my experiences and my journey, I had made a video
Yeah.
which is called as Support Vitiligo. It is there on my YouTube channel also. And if you see, it actually reached a lot of people on social media. Like within a week's time, it had some 7 lakh plus views, and it reached many people. And it also is like serves as a primary video for awareness in India. Like many people say that when
Yeah.
they search for vitiligo or anything related to vitiligo, they find Support Vitiligo on my channel first.
Yeah.
So that way our work is actually reaching out to people,
Mhm.
and through these videos many people kept approaching me also.
Mm.
So slowly, I developed a support network for people with vitiligo and parents of children with vitiligo. That is one aspect. And also, since my journey was being helpful, is helpful to many people, especially like in terms of various aspects, right? Emotions,
Mhm.
treatments, and all. So that way, I've also conducted awareness sessions for school-going children, for college students also, and also like I would conduct stalls. I would actually put up stalls of vitiligo awareness where people, anywhere from all age groups would come. Even people above 60 have come. So it's like basically focusing on spreading awareness across the society, and
Okay.
also making the society more aware. Yeah,
Mhm.
because finally it is the curiosity in most of the cases where when
Yeah.
addressed it leads to awareness.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay.
and we are volunteer driven. So even I work
Hmm.
voluntarily while I have a professional and personal life apart from this. So yeah, I also work with volunteers who are willing to contribute. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
how it's happening now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wonderful. So, how has been your journey? since childhood with vitiligo, like you acquired vitiligo when you were 9 or 10, how was your reaction of your parents, and how you dealt with the emotional, the mental aspect of it's no, it's like a trauma sort of thing, and at least in the childhood. But then obviously you just feel that it is quite normal, it is very normal, it's not a disease, or it's not a something which is, you need to look upon, look down to. So how was that journey for you?
Yeah, to share about my journey as a child with vitiligo, if you see, according to me, this is my perspective and my journey. So if you see that, for me, it took time to realize that what was happening,
Mm-hmm.
because as a child, like as children, we are always happy with what it is, right? Like we enjoy, we like, we want to learn, we want to, just live in the moment. We are not much worried about anything.
Yeah.
But of course, like it's quite natural for parents to worry,
Hmm.
parents to do everything to do, to help their child. So of course, parents, like they kept trying everything, like right from temples to treatments, everything we had tried. So it was quite natural. So for me, over a point of time, as a child, I kept cooperating. I also tried treatments. I never said no as such.
Yeah.
But over a point of time, I felt like, like, is it such a big concern? I mean, like, like it's like everything revolved around me having vitiligo. So
Yeah.
it's like, sometimes you like being a center of attraction, but not a center of attraction for something like this. So,
Yeah.
so it always felt that way, right?
Hmm.
And at school, if you see, like I was low in confidence in general, low in my self image and all, because somewhere, it's always like I look different. Maybe nobody told me directly,
Hmm.
but even if somebody would bully me or tease me, they would do it
Yeah.
in general, not exactly with respect to vitiligo, but in general, because I was very low in confidence and it was very
Hmm.
easy to tease me or bully me.
Yeah.
So, so it was very easy to, like I was a very easy person, a easy
Hmm.
hunt.
Target.
so, so that way it happened, and yeah, easy target exactly. So,
Yeah.
so that way, if you see, yeah, that was challenging. But yeah, like it kept on happening, and for me, it was like maybe there wasn't much mind space to think about one thing, because I was also struggling in my academic front, and
Hmm.
also there were always some or the other treatment to be tried upon. We would
Hmm.
also visit religious places, we would try different things, so it was like everything was so one after another. And I also enjoyed my
Yeah.
childhood. Like
Hmm.
as a child growing up in Kolkata, I also enjoyed, I saw the places around, my parents
Hmm.
took me out to places
Okay.
around, and yeah, I had a good time with my sibling also. So that way,
Hmm.
of course, there is a positive side to it also. But yeah, like
Hmm.
most of the times it just went off, like, doing this, doing that. So, but yeah, of course, it was, that sense of belonging always lacked. Maybe you're always the one who is somewhat different from the rest. So that
Hmm.
feeling, like, it was very, very common always,
Okay.
no matter where I went, or where I was, like the feeling of belonging, feeling that, like maybe I'm different from, people here.
Yeah. It's
So
just
that's
like,
why I'm
yeah,
looked
as a
at
child,
differently. I mean, that's very,
yeah, that's it. Why, like, as a child, you
yeah.
always,
Tell me.
yeah, yeah, as a child, you always feel like that, you find places that where you can fit in. And when you are a bit different, you just always find that, am I different from this, from the lot and all. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah,
Okay.
something like that.
Yeah. So, how come you like started accepting yourself, like loving yourself, accepting the fact that it's okay, this happened, and just keeping, making peace with the fact that it's okay and accepting the truth.
I feel acceptance itself is a journey. For me also,
Mm-hmm.
it has been a journey. And I
Hmm.
feel there are various levels of acceptance. First
Yeah.
acceptance might be like we looking ourselves in the mirror and being
Hmm.
okay with it.
Yeah.
Okay, some other level of acceptance is also, like treating ourselves well, wearing the clothes we want, going to the places we want to go.
Hmm.
And another level of acceptance is also speaking about it to people. Like when
Yeah.
somebody asks or suggests a new treatment,
Mm-hmm.
like sometimes like initially I would be like what I can even reply, but then I'll be
Mm-hmm.
like, yeah, I've tried this out, or I have this is what it is. So
Mm-hmm.
this all is a journey, and acceptance happens at the various levels. So
Mm-hmm.
I have gone through those levels, and I feel every person needs to go through. But the thing is, we also need to make that effort,
Mm-hmm.
because ultimately what pushed me is with the kind of person I wanted to be, what I wanted for myself from my life.
Yeah.
So that pushed me for where I am, where I have, reached today. I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
know I have a lot to do more, much to
Yeah.
do. I'm just starting off, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like this particular intention of bettering myself, and also seeing, what I want to do in order to become the person I want to become. So
Mm-hmm.
that keeps pushing me,
Yeah.
and it's
So
a journey. Of course,
yeah,
there were times,
absolutely.
when it was very overwhelming, when it feels
Mm-hmm.
like, you're the only one, who understands your emotions, maybe nobody
Mm-hmm.
else. But it also needs some, you need to think with peace that maybe and nobody can understand. Sometimes it's okay,
Mm-hmm.
even we can't understand everybody's journey, right?
Yeah.
So that mutual understanding, it takes time, and a journey, like the journey matters,
Mm-hmm.
the experience.
Yeah. So how come this thought of starting Support Vitiligo came into you and just working towards this cause? I mean, it takes a lot of time. You're from obviously, and it's like you are, of course, a professional. Then, as a mother, as a wife, then there's so much to do, and then you bring upon this, and you have been working so
Yeah.
consistently towards this. So, what's the motivation, and what was the thought when you started off speaking about it and all?
Okay. So if you see, when it started off with the thinking about the video in 2014, so that time, if you see, I just wanted to make an awareness video which
Mhm.
speaks about vitiligo, and it showcases some instances, right, to
Yeah.
normalize mindsets. So
Mhm.
that time, if you see, I did my research on internet, and especially in India, there was no particular awareness video or anything which was well known to
Yeah.
people, right?
Mhm.
And also, in US they had made, but it was also, it reached only a particular audience.
Mhm.
So my intention was to reach the bigger audience, mm, and also, to normalize the mindset, so that, whenever somebody steps out, it's like, the video or something, the awareness does the talking, rather than we going and explaining.
Mhm.
So I wanted things to go on automation, rather than
Yeah.
everybody, every time I need to answer people whenever I step out. So I
Mhm.
felt that, what if there is an awareness video? Because 90% of the people who approach are curious. It's not
Yeah.
that they want to be rude or mistreat us. No,
Yeah.
they just want to know.
Yeah.
So that kind of understanding from my end helped me to actually make a video. And I thought I'll be done with the video and done with it, because
Mm.
that was my only intention. But
Okay.
after the video got released, and I kept getting requests to make more videos on
Okay.
my journey. And also, I many people keep approaching me even now, like, I want to talk to you, I want to just speak to you, share
Mhm.
my journey, I want to know this, know that.
Mhm.
So over a period of time, it was like too many people. So
Okay.
like, anyways, I was conducting awareness sessions, all those things were happening for people without vitiligo in general. But
Mhm.
for people with vitiligo, since they kept approaching me, I kept making videos,
Okay.
which were required based on the questions I received. And also, like, I felt like, instead of this one-on-one intervention, I because I used to spend a lot of time speaking to people on phone. Like, many people would call me, I would talk to them for hours and all. So after one point, I felt, why not we, be there for each other, though, so that
Hmm.
it's not just dependent on me,
Yeah.
right? I mean, we all can help each other, right? So
Yeah,
let me
absolutely.
give that platform.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I made that platform. So initially we were on WhatsApp for a few months. Then we moved on to Telegram, because Telegram offers number privacy. People can
Mhm.
hide their number if they want.
Yeah.
So now we are there on Telegram, and we have, I manage two support networks,
Mhm.
like one for adults with vitiligo and one for parents of children with vitiligo.
Mhm.
So the adults group is very active, and I also conduct monthly meetups for them.
Mhm.
So now the final intention is to make this, anyway, support group. If it is there, people speak to each other. It is very, self-sufficient in a way. I moderate it and I manage it overall, so that it goes smoothly.
Yeah.
So that
Okay.
was my intention. And apart from that, if you see, we carry on with the, like, I carry on with the awareness stuff, and on
Mhm.
social media also, on Instagram, Facebook, we have our pages. On YouTube, it's very well established,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, also utilize volunteers as and when possible, and I also involve dermatologists or skin specialists when I need
Yeah.
to, when I feel that certain information is good if it comes from them.
Yeah.
So
Expert knowledge
these
is
are the
just
things
very
I
good.
do.
Hmm.
Exactly. And if you see recently, like Support Vitiligo, like since dermatologists also follow my work, our work to Support Vitiligo, so that way if you see recently, like we were asked to apply for IADPO, which is International Association of Dermatology Patients Organization. You might
Okay,
know
great.
about it.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So yeah. So Support Vitiligo, like and I are member of IADPO now.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
So it's like
so
you
that is an
started off,
international
yeah,
organization as well.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's the bottom line is that you started off as a single person, and then you just create a path for a lot of people. It just like it goes on and goes on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So um, the best thing, according to me, in the video was the positivity that it spreads. Of course, the awareness, but the positive with the the approach. If you see a lot of awareness videos or anything like that, there is a bit of inhibition, or there is a bit of stigma, or there's so much associated with it. But the video you had made, it is so much positive. And when you just like after you see the video, after you are like done with the video, you realize that you gain so much of information, you gain so much of awareness about vitiligo, but at the same time you don't feel sympathy towards the people having vitiligo. You are just like proud. It's okay, they have this, are a bit different, but they're not like someone very different. It's okay, it is a skin condition, it is there. Okay, like that's it. There's nothing like sympathy associated with, or that stigma, no, it just remains no more. So how come that came to
Yes.
your mind? It's like it's very positive.
Thank you for this, feedback, because this is the intention with which I had scripted the video, and
Mm-hmm.
I also socialized it with the same intention. So the final thing is, see, the one thing which I told you, to be the center of attraction, center of attention for something which you don't want, which is sympathy, right? You always get
Mm-hmm.
sympathy.
Yeah, yeah.
Sympathy is free, and it's natural. It's not that, initially I was angry with people who would sympathize, but
Mm-hmm.
then it took me that, understanding that it's natural to sympathize. Even maybe I would sympathize if I was
Yeah.
in a certain position, right? If I didn't have
Mm-hmm.
awareness or that exposure.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
so that main intention was to normalize the way it is looked at, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
to actually introduce, to actually induce the emotion of empathy rather than people sympathizing. To
Mm-hmm.
also, to just to make people understand, like it's a change in skin color.
Yeah.
It is not a big deal, but at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, it does have a psychological consequence. And
Yeah.
also how you can actually, treat a person with vitiligo in a way, like in which you both feel good at the
Hmm.
end of the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
So it was targeted. If you see, like every a person of every age group was involved in the video.
Yeah.
Like most of the age groups,
Yeah.
right from a
Yeah.
child to a
Hmm.
middle-aged person to
Middle.
a little older aged person,
Yeah.
everybody were actually involved in that. So that is
Mm-hmm.
why I scripted keeping all the age groups in mind, so that it touches the different mindsets and understanding of people.
Yeah.
And ultimately it's also that self acceptance is key to everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Self
that's like,
acceptance is the key to everything, right? The way
yeah,
we look at ourselves is how others end up looking at us.
exactly.
And it can always change. Just
Hmm.
because we have had some experiences, it doesn't mean that that defines the rest of our life, right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah,
just one of the experiences.
yeah.
So, a lot of thought and lot of reflection has gone to actually putting it together. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm also thankful to the people who joined in. Like I scripted, I ideated it, but for implementing and to,
Yeah.
to bring it out, I had many people. Like some were paid, many were volunteered,
Mm-hmm.
many volunteered. So that way, yeah, very thankful. And yeah, it actually took me some 3 years to bring it out. The 5 minute video, it was some
Mm-hmm.
5.5 minutes. It
Mm-hmm.
took me 3 years to bring it out.
Oh,
And also, I
a lot
also
of work.
remember going to, yeah, looking for pages and platforms who can feature it so that it reaches more people. Or
Mm-hmm.
it's what's the point of putting in so much efforts and making a
Yeah,
video,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I also spent like money from my savings also for that.
So it's
So and yeah, so
worth
it's
doing
very
it.
close to my heart. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Thankfully, it reached money. So now I
Yeah.
definitely feel it was completely worth. At that point of time, I did face resistance and all because it's very common because my story was going in the public. At home, it
Yeah.
was not easy to convince.
Yeah.
And even now,
Mm-hmm.
because it's public facing, right? And
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah,
like
yeah.
even the support network which I handle, all of them were strangers to me at some point. They
Yeah.
would approach me. I would just interact with them and then add
Yeah.
them, right? So
Yeah.
it's all very public facing and you don't know people on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
So that that ambiguity is always there.
Okay.
So this has
Okay.
been the journey. I hope I
Mm-hmm.
answered your question.
Yeah, 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 absolutely. Okay, so let's get into the burst the myth round. So first of all, there is a lot of taboos and myths related to vitiligo, and a lot of people think that vitiligo is always genetics. It's like it's a genetic
Hmm.
condition in all the cases. So what's your thought on it? Like, what's the reality? It's not. Yeah,
Okay, so
yeah,
even
yeah.
according to dermatologists or
Hmm.
doctors, if you see,
Hmm.
like around 80 to 85% of people with vitiligo do not have a positive family history.
Hmm.
So if you see, so in the majority of the cases, it's people who do not have a family history, or it's not something which has acquired through generations, right?
Hmm.
That's
Hmm.
one thing.
Yeah.
And the people who acquired vitiligo from a previous generation is very rare. That percentage is very rare. I won't say it doesn't exist, but it is very rare
Yeah.
compared to the massive percentage of it's just happening.
Okay.
So, so that is ruled out, that it will happen. No, it's
Mm-hmm.
in very rare cases that it
Oh,
will happen.
okay.
And that's a major concern when people speak about marriage also. But the thing
Yeah.
is, we can't, guaranteedly tell, because if that's the case,
Yeah.
even people without vitiligo have children who have vitiligo, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So so that way you can't assure, and even if you avoid something, it's not sure that you will not get it. So,
Exactly.
and vitiligo is something which can be acquired at any age.
Yeah.
Like mostly the onset is more, bit in like from childhood till the age of 30s, that range.
Hmm.
But it can happen even people in their 50s have acquired vitiligo. So
So the myth
across
that
the age, anybody.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So even the myth that it is by birth, that's also not true.
Yeah.
Okay. So
No,
is it
no.
come? Yeah.
It's actually rarely by birth. It's
Yeah.
mostly acquired.
Acquired. Okay.
Yeah.
So is it communicable? This is the most common
Not
question
at all.
that yeah, and this is
Yeah,
the
yeah.
most, I think this is the very first question and the most common question that anyone having vitiligo will have, must have got from the society. And yeah, yeah, so
Yeah,
it's
yeah. And I had it in the video also. I
yeah,
featured it in the video also,
yeah,
that
yeah.
So if you see that vitiligo isn't communicable. It
Mm-hmm.
isn't communicable by touch,
Mm-hmm.
or by if you share your food, it's absolutely fine. It's not sexually transmitted, or like it doesn't. You can't. It's not communicable in any of these ways. And even like like you said, it will it go to the next generation? That is also a rare possibility.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it is definitely a myth. Yeah, that it is communicable by touch, or or certain things.
Okay. So what about that only dark skin colored people get vitiligo?
No, no, even fair skinned people and even people in the abroad, in the US, many people have vitiligo. Like, like there are people across the world, from different corners of the world, having vitiligo with different skin tones.
Mm-hmm.
Like in some cases, having vitiligo will be just like, a light white color on a white skin. So even like to that extent of skin complexion, people have vitiligo. So the
Yeah.
thing is, it's irrespective of age, irrespective of skin complexion, color, geography, ethnicity, religion, vitiligo can occur to anybody at any time. So it's
Yeah.
not something scary and not
Yeah.
scaring, but yeah, it happen. It can happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like yeah.
Okay, so what are the myths you have heard of or anything like that in terms of the treatment that are available? It's not like there are a lot of treatments. There's Ayurveda. Some people try Ayurveda. Some people try allopathy. So what are the available options and what are the like?
Hmm.
What's the fact, actual fact? what's the reality and scientific facts, since you have worked with dermatologists and yeah, so we can just take your advice upon it.
Yeah, so basically, I speak on my personal experiences because
Mm-hmm.
I had interacted with many dermatologists from during my treatment journey, right
Mm-hmm.
from childhood,
Mm-hmm.
like with my parents, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that way, if you see like, see, every person has a different body, and every person responds to treatments differently, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You will also agree to it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And vitiligo, I would call it as a customized skin condition
Yeah.
because you can actually it's quite unpredictable. Though you can predict few things, you can even avoid certain food items and all,
Mm-hmm.
but overall it is quite unpredictable that way.
Mm-hmm.
And as far like coming to treatments, if you see based on my experiences and also like after seeing my story, many people tried for themselves also. Narrowband UV is something which actually it gives positive results in most of the cases, maybe not all cases. There's
Okay.
no guarantee, but in most of the cases, especially for areas like the face, like face and like non-bony areas, it gives results in most of
Mm-hmm.
the cases. And the tougher areas are generally lips, hands, legs. So for that also, if you see, for some people it works, some people it doesn't.
Okay.
And also, like personally, I have observed that health habits, overall lifestyle habits, mental health especially,
Mm-hmm.
all these
Mm-hmm.
have some role to play,
Okay.
right? So they have some or the other role to play. For example, like sour food, tamarind, citrus, and all is something we generally avoid. But
Okay.
some people have these things and are yet okay, right?
All
But maybe
right.
they might be mentally very stable and very like they keep themselves very well. They take care of themselves
Okay.
very well. So these are
Okay.
all. But some things we avoid commonly,
Mm-hmm.
and some things like I always ask that you observe your body and take a call.
Mm-hmm.
So some things, so see, like a healthy diet and lifestyle is good for anybody, right?
Yeah.
That way.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And in vitiligo, if you see, UVB gives results, and also
Mm-hmm.
morning sunlight is also something very beneficial. Morning
Mm-hmm.
sunlight in general is good for people, and for people with vitiligo, it helps in repigmentation,
Okay.
synthesis of skin, right?
Yeah.
So it helps a lot. It also has
Okay.
vitamin D and all,
Yeah.
because in some cases they say that vitamin D, vitamin B12 levels, if they are also taken care of, then it helps in healing.
Mm-hmm.
So there are various aspects,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody's body is different. So it's just it's good to observe and like do accordingly. And
Yeah.
the reason we also have a support network, I have this support network, is that people interact, they share their experiences.
Yeah.
So some things people share, and for some people it suits, right? Like
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
worked for me. You can also
Mm-hmm.
try it out or something.
Yeah.
This, I mean,
Yeah.
I also share that info through the videos out of my experiences also.
Mm-hmm.
But this also helps people mentally that like they have, like, people are there in the same journey. They are not
Yeah.
alone.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that mental and emotional aspect is very important as
Mm-hmm.
equally to lifestyle and health aspects.
Yeah. So, yeah, when like we ended up coming into the mental health issue, how important is it actually to take care of your mental health, given the, even if whatever, irrespective of the age group you are in, even if you are a child, you have a different sort of journey with your emotional and mental well-being. Even when you are adults, you have
Yeah.
other issues. So, what's the journey with the mental health, and how people with different age groups, how can a child, how can an adult actually take care of themselves?
So basically, it depends upon the person's needs, right? For a
Mm-hmm.
child, if I speak from childhood, as a child, even what I wanted is for people to to, I mean, to just just live life as it comes, right? I mean,
Yeah,
not to
yeah.
worry much or think about what others think, or what happens, what will happen after 5 years or something
Mm-hmm.
like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to focus and live that at that point of time. And as children, it's very easy also. They don't actually stress. We don't stress much on what anybody thinks or not. It
Mm-hmm.
slowly happens when we grow up.
Yeah.
So at that point of time, more than children, I would say the parents or the family members, they need to take care of themselves because they are very worried. It's very natural to be worried.
Yeah.
So if they take care of their emotions and also do the treatments which is possible for their child, it can be
Mm-hmm.
considering UVB. If the child is even they say UVB is safe for even newborn babies or small babies, but
Okay.
safer side, always consult a dermatologist and check if that's a possibility for
Mm-hmm.
your child.
Okay.
And then if you see UVB is there, morning sunlight, and also, come get in touch with the support network, walks of life, who are also trying various treatments, and they know a lot of info on, how, because they have tried a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So if you see, that helps. So take care. I want parents to take care of themselves, their emotions, and also to support their child and be like, okay, like it is there. We will try the treatments whichever is possible. We will do whatever is required. At the same time, it's okay. I mean, let us accept and let our child live in peace and happiness. That let them
Yeah.
live their life.
Yeah.
Let them wear what they want. Take them to family occasions. Take them outside. Take
Mm-hmm.
them everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like so that they just feel like anybody else.
Yeah.
When you start treating people specially is when they feel left out.
Mm-hmm.
So that is very some important for children at least, because
Okay.
they're trying to learn and understand, observe and grow accordingly, right?
Yeah.
From whatever they learn as children.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
also it also puts a lot of it also influences the confidence level of children.
Yeah.
So when
Absolutely.
an elder is confident about you, right, that
Yeah.
you
You
are
look.
the way you are, you're just awesome.
Hmm.
Yeah, you look up to them
Yeah.
for everything. Even for
Hmm.
validation, you look up to your elders. So that
Absolutely.
kind of assurance and that kind of confidence you need to have around you from people
Mm-hmm.
who are elder to you.
Hmm.
Okay, that is for children, and for teenage also, it's the similar thing,
Mm-hmm.
right? And also, speak out to people whom you think will, listen out to you, and join support groups like this. Because
Hmm.
there you will have people like you, many people like you. Like in our support network, if you see an adult support network, there are some one close to 160 members from more than 20 states, from India itself, and also from across 2 3 countries. All are
Hmm.
Indians,
Mm-hmm.
and they are from different parts of the country, and from
Hmm.
different like very diverse.
Yeah.
And when they come together, speak with each other, it actually helps a lot.
Yeah. It's
And
like
safety
160
and privacy is something I assure.
yeah,
Yeah,
and it's like 160 different stories, 160 different journeys. You get to learn so much, and you at the
yeah,
same time, yeah, you get to learn so much, and at the same time, you just feel like it's not just you. Yeah.
yes.
Okay. And
So it
what would?
helps a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So how is how?
And one more thing is for
Yeah, yeah.
like adults who acquire vitiligo. Example, especially I've seen women acquiring vitiligo
Yeah,
during
I was
pregnancy
yeah,
or
yeah.
after marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that
Yeah.
case, I've seen many men approaching me. Their husbands approaching me and telling, my wife has. What do we do?
Yeah.
So my first question will be, what do you think? What
Hmm.
is your perception about it? How do
Yeah.
you feel about it?
Yeah, she will
They will like
definitely
some
look
will be
upon to
like
you.
very supportive. Yeah, exactly. So some think that like some are very supportive. Some think, "Ayo, what happened all of a sudden?"
Mm-hmm.
So I always ask, first you need to be clear about how it is and how you perceive it,
Hmm.
because of course she's a grown up, she will have her self confidence and all, but
Hmm.
in a time when something is sudden, and
Hmm.
the change is happening to the way you look, then you need a support system around you also,
Yeah,
no
yeah,
matter
yeah.
how confident and good you are in yourself, right? For all of us, even for me.
Yeah.
So that way, if you see that, I always ask, that your support matters. You take care of, because when vitiligo just happens, it also has a potential to spread, increase, and stress and certain things can aggravate it, can aggravate the spread, right? So it is very common that when it happens, you're automatically stressed, and there are more possibility of it increasing, spreading.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's when you need to actually tackle it in that way. That what suits you, and how the support system you have around you. So
Hmm.
that's why I ask people that whether you are being that support system, because
Yeah.
anyways it has happened now.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing is, it will either you can heal it, you can manage it very well,
Hmm.
right? Or if you get tense, then nothing will happen, everything might fall apart. And I mean, I don't tell like this, but the thing is, there is no point of like, what is the point of stressing on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You will
Yeah.
it will only worsen it.
Yeah.
So the main thing is being a support system, acting
Hmm.
as a support system. And even for youngsters, who are in a marriageable age and who have vitiligo, their parents are more stressed.
Hmm.
So that time also, if you stress it, then what will happen, right? Like,
Yeah.
see, because ultimately, more than, okay, vitiligo influences certain decisions.
Mm-hmm.
Vitiligo or any certain thing, okay,
Yeah, yeah.
it does influence certain decisions. But the thing is, it's not the need that only that will decide who a life partner or whoever it will be, right? The
Yeah,
way we present
absolutely.
ourselves, the way, especially in today's generation, I feel, that when we're vocal and when we, when we are happy with the person we are, then you attract people similarly.
Yeah, it's like
So,
say
so
similar
it's
kind of,
very natural. Yeah.
yeah, it's like similar kind of energies just attract each other.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So how has been your experience of working with people having vitiligo so far? Like you have been working for the past 6 years, you have support networks, you have been doing videos. So how has been your experience and what has been your learnings from other people, like other stories, others' journey?
Yeah. So my experience is so initially my experience was a mix because for a person like me, like I never planned of having a support network or an awareness initiative or a platform like this
Mm-hmm.
because I've had my personal and professional journey and I just wanted to do a video and get
Yeah.
done with it. And my parents were only like okay with that alone, and they were not okay with that also. So now
Okay.
when it has increased to this much big, and they're like more upset with me. So for me, very very honestly speaking, the initial days were not easy because
Mm-hmm.
there is always a choice. Like
Mm.
some people even saw me, looked at me as an actor or a model who is coming in a video,
Mm.
right? So most of them looked at me like when I was available on a call or on a message, they were like, "Wow, I'm speaking to you."
Mm.
But like for me also, it was a call to take. Whether I want to take this phone call, whether I
Yeah, yeah,
want to
yeah.
reply to this message.
Yeah.
But somewhere, that intention that somewhere someone is going through a similar journey where my journey might be of some help,
Hmm.
right? So that intention is what kept me going. And
Okay.
like maybe if my parents have had somebody like this, or had a platform like this, then they wouldn't have maybe struggled this much.
Yeah.
So maybe my story when I see my story helping so many people, reaching so many people, then I feel that if I put a full stop there, then maybe there is a reason why it's happening. So that
Hmm.
there is no point of putting a full stop at that point of time.
Yeah.
So there's sometimes some things happen beyond your control, and maybe you're chosen for certain things that it happens through you. So
Yeah.
I thought, okay, let me be a medium to it. I'm not doing something very big or something, but yeah, it is good in itself. It is
Mm-hmm.
helping people a lot.
Yeah.
So like after watching my videos itself, or after being a part of the support network itself, many people are getting healed also of
Hmm.
vitiligo
Hmm.
on their face, and they're actually feeling a lot better.
Hmm.
Right. Some say even while just by watching the videos itself, they have actually it helped them manage their lifestyle and vitiligo much better. So that way, if you see it, it does make a difference, and especially when it's voluntary, when things are done voluntarily, where there is no monetary aspect involved. So it's often seen as, it's like a foolish thing, or, it's not
Yeah. Yeah.
appreciated like a monetary aspect or some monetary gain would have done. So
Yeah.
that's always challenging for me, to keep going at times, because though I
Yeah.
want to go, I'm still going on. But
Hmm.
sometimes the way it's looked at, or the thing, the
Yeah.
way it
Yeah.
is treated is somewhere it's because you don't gain anything especially out of it, like in
Hmm.
a tangible way. But there are
Yeah.
many, but there's a lot of goodwill around it. There's a
Yeah.
lot of best wishes around it, even
Hmm.
blessings also.
Yeah.
So, so that way, yeah, like I'm just like going and seeing, like how much ever I can do, and it's growing big on its own.
Hmm.
Maybe the universe, God also wants the same, so it's just happening, and I'm just going with the flow. And I
Hmm.
also believe in taking care of myself and taking breaks in between. So,
Hmm.
yeah, that's how it is happening.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how has okay. So what has been your learnings from others' journeys? Like when you share your
Okay,
journey, others
learnings,
learn.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, yeah. So learnings, if you see, I see that, for me, learning is like people always see. For me, I'm a person with vitiligo who is okay, who will be happy if vitiligo is healed also.
Hmm.
Like some people say that, accept vitiligo, let it be there on your skin,
Yeah. Yeah.
represent it as a mascot. Why are you putting efforts in, healing it? I
Yeah.
believe that
Yeah.
it's okay, it's good to heal it also.
Hmm.
Because, ultimately there is something happening in your body which is triggering a patch,
Yeah.
right? Though it is
Yeah.
harmless, but
Hmm.
it's good if there is there is an approach to it. So if you see my like even our group support network members whom we call a virtual family, they are like a virtual family to me. So
Yeah.
if you see, they also come up with, they keep trying various things, and they keep they also like various things. When I say it's, everything, even like right from lifestyle, like yoga, doing pranayama, doing various things. Even I used to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And like sharing life in general. So there's a lot of positivity that way. Initially it wasn't easy for me. I'm running the support networks for the past around 2 years, but earlier it will be only treatment discussions and only sad stories, and it would be too
Okay.
depressing to even
Yeah, yeah.
moderate it. But now, thank God I kept going, and now we are into a family. We are like a family, and they
Okay.
all planned a surprise birthday wish for me also.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Because yeah, because they really felt that all of us coming together was something very good, through this support network.
Yeah.
So yeah, they all are like family now, and to learn from them, it's like they keep experimenting and trying. They also keep going, and we
Hmm.
are there with each other, to just hold each other and go on the way. Like we are walking together now. So
Mm-hmm.
instead of going alone, now we are together in this, and they also keeping up. The beauty of like being together in a support network is you try, you accept vitiligo one thing. See, this I would do on my personal level before. I
Mm.
accept vitiligo one thing, but I will
Yeah.
also take care of myself. So
Yeah.
now it has just multiplied. Even
Hmm.
like people, they have become like this after joining the support network, or some already had those mindsets
Okay.
from their journey. So
Mm-hmm.
it actually, now like my learning is like, just that, see, I'm also human at times. When I am low, sometimes seeing somebody's message to the support network maybe lights me up. And
Yeah.
same for many other people,
Hmm.
right? When they are low, we share messages or we like converse, and it just makes us feel much better.
Yeah.
So, so that way, if you see, and my learnings from the entire journey is, that a story can bring in a lot of change. Like
Yeah,
one story,
absolutely.
like I just shared my story, and it actually invited so many people together, right?
Mm-hmm.
It brought a lot of change that way in the
Yeah.
vitiligo community.
Yeah.
So I feel that a story has a very big impact when it reaches the right audience.
Yeah.
I mean, when you actually tell out the story to the universe, it has the power of doing wonders and
Yeah,
helping everybody in
absolutely.
the journey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how has been your experience? Like you have gone through you must have heard so much of stories, experiences. So how has been your and like personal on a I would just like to, if you are comfortable, on a personal note, how has been your experience with marriage and vitiligo? And even if you want to add up to other stories or something like that, yeah, most welcome.
Yeah, sure. So if you see that like when like you asked, right, like how hearing listening to other stories. So initially it was very depressing and irritating, because like I have my own journey. I didn't anticipate these things, and it kept coming, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it took some time, irritating in the sense because I would come late from work. I had to cook. I had to take care of my house and all those things, and there is also a person there. So
Mm.
more than irritation, it will be very exhausting for me.
Yeah.
Like see, I can't let go of that person just like that. They're already low, and I have to take care of myself also, my priorities also. So
Yeah.
so like that balance was very difficult, but yeah, I did attend all the calls. I did like respond to everything. So so over a point of time, handling that became a like a pro. I could handle it. Like, okay,
Mm.
people come, they talk, I understand, and it's like just like that I can understand a person's situation to an extent now,
Mm.
also in a matured way, rather than
Mm-hmm.
getting annoyed or irritating, because some people will be like, hey, you are there, you are supposed to give me this info.
Yeah.
I'll be like, Arey, I'm doing volunteer, I also have a life
Yeah.
like you. How can you be so authoritative to me? If
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
go to a doctor, they will at least charge you some 300 or 500 bucks. I'm
Hmm.
I'm giving you info just like that. You must at least respect my time.
Yeah.
So but yeah, that the way of approach, like my approach of towards people, and also all that actually went on evolving and building throughout these years by
Hmm.
interacting with so many people. Like
Hmm.
that 180 people are there together in both the networks. Apart from that, I've interacted with so many people on, like, people approach me through messages, people approach me through emails, YouTube
Yeah.
has so many comments. So
Yeah.
that way, and people from Asia, even apart from around the world, they keep writing to me, especially people from Asian countries.
Mm-hmm.
So because I basically run the support network for Indians, right? Because
Okay.
Asia means there are other
Yeah.
countries also which
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not sure of. So So that way many people keep approaching me that, hey, can you help me with this, or I just want to talk to you. People try calling me on Facebook, on all the various mediums, and I have to just
Yeah.
tell them that, just message me. So
Mhm.
all this happens, right?
Mhm.
And okay, this is how, like, I have also grown through the journey of,
Mhm.
managing people, or speaking to them.
Mhm.
So now I'm pretty very comfortable, and even the support network also, like, it has grown to that maturity, that,
Mhm.
that there are some members,
Mhm.
like, who have been there in the support network for some time, who can reply to people on their own, and it's a very organic conversation. So even I
Okay.
step back. Even
Hmm.
I'm not the only one who will be, answering everything. I'll be like, okay,
Yeah.
that person is doing a good job, they're answering, let them do it.
Yeah.
So now everybody is there to help.
Yes.
That is with
Yeah.
respect to that support network alone. Yeah.
Mhm.
And now coming to the marriage aspect, which you asked me.
Mhm.
So if you see, yes, I have also had my journey
Mhm.
through like marriage seeking and all those things.
Yeah.
And like that journey, that time was pretty, like it was very emotionally stressful, and all those
Mhm.
things are there, ups and downs are there. It took
Mhm.
me some time to realize that, everybody has a journey that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even people without vitiligo, if you
Mhm.
see.
Yeah.
Because when you have something, it's very easy to say that, it is happening because of this only,
Yeah.
right?
Absolutely.
But what I've come to believe is, something, if it is meant to happen, if someone is meant to happen, it will happen anyway,
Hmm.
irrespective of you have it or not, right?
Hmm.
So, so if you see, that journey was very difficult at that point of time, but it took
Okay.
me some. So, like, over the journey, I realized that, just like how, somebody has the right to say no to you, you
Mhm.
have the right to say yes or no to anybody,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Even I ended up taking my ground of what I wanted, or, it's like, I realized that not just the other person has the rights to say something, even I can say yes or no, like,
Yeah.
just like anybody else.
Yeah.
So, and also maybe that attitude, or that way of looking at, also, like, ended up the way. I mean, it helped my life being the way it is now after
Mhm.
marriage,
Hmm.
because I've been always very open and honest about things.
Hmm.
So that has always helped me in my case.
Okay.
So yeah, so I'm married to a person without vitiligo, and I have a baby boy now, so that you're aware of. So
Yeah.
yeah, I feel that the, attitude, approach, and the way we handle things. See, we all
Mhm.
make mistakes. Even I'm not
Yeah.
perfect, but
Yeah.
yeah, but these things matter.
Mhm.
And also, not only me, there are many people, many women, like, basically women is a tagline which is actually highlighted a lot. Many
Yeah.
men and women, if you see, with vitiligo, are married to their spouses who do not have vitiligo. And in
Yeah.
most of the cases, their children also do not have vitiligo. They've
Hmm.
also featured it in our website under Tiny Tales section in supportvitiligo.org.
Mhm.
So there also we have featured some stories.
Okay.
So if you see, that's the thing, like, it's
Hmm.
not just my story. There are many people out there. Some people have been married for 30 plus years. There's
Yeah.
a lady I know who has vitiligo, universal vitiligo, is married to a person without vitiligo, and they have a daughter who is also married.
Wow.
So she doesn't have vitiligo. So
Hmm.
if you see, there are many such stories.
Hmm.
So my story is new comparatively. Their stories are quite old, and that time
Yeah.
awareness was also not there. So what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say is, if it is meant to happen, it will happen.
Hmm.
So
So
irrespective of vitiligo or anything.
yeah, so
Yeah.
the bottom line is that just don't worry. Just accept yourself the way you are and love yourself. And when you accept yourself, people will accept you. Yeah. So
I mean, you will attract people who have
yeah,
similar mindsets.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's the power of energy. It's like okay. So moving on. What are the available options of treatments? Like we can discuss it in a detailed way. All the available options of treatment, and yeah, the what are the option like upcoming research or anything in the field of that, what is going on, and how you look upon to in the future about the treatment part of vitiligo.
So if you see, like I'd already mentioned, UVB is like a, like a standard, um, gold standard for treatment for people with vitiligo, and it
Mm-hmm.
has also given proven results. And it needs to be taken under proper guidance, proper
Mm-hmm.
supervision under a experienced dermatologist. Those are things. So people can actually look up for a UVB center in their cities by just Googling for it. Just Google and, call up the clinic and understand what they do, how much they charge. Right? Ideally, one sitting must not cost more than 500. It will be much lesser than that. Some cities even offer it for 200 per sitting. So it varies from city to city and doctor to doctor, because even they have expenses involved. And like that is the basic treatment that is there. And apart from that, it also depends where the person has vitiligo and on their body type, right? So for some people, Ayurveda also helps. When I say Ayurveda, there are various forms of Ayurveda. It's not just one. Ayurveda might help for some people. And in some cases, just yoga, morning sunlight has helped. No treatment, just morning yoga, daily yoga, sunlight, and healthy food, natural. Yeah, that has also helped people. See, for me, is the thing is I've just left it. I more focus on living my life as it is, or else maybe even I could have healed myself better by now. But it is also a personal choice. So some people in my group also, in my support network also, if you see, they focus a lot on, taking care of themselves. Morning, daily yoga, they will not miss it. They will have proper this food. They were there. Every lifestyle will be so perfect, So in some cases, it helps. It's not that everybody doing that will yield results. But for some people, they have seen results to that. Right? And in some cases, even Unani has helped. Unani. Though it is slow, but it has given good results in some cases. So if you see, it's a combination, and finally, the final, the intervention is surgical options, like melanocyte transplantation, skin grafting. So that needs to be always done under a person who is very well equipped with that. Mostly dermatologists now are, because now it has, it is pretty advanced compared to when I had got it done almost a decade back. So that way, these are the overall options. And also the mental health aspect, it needs to be taken care of. When I say mental health aspect, it's like anyone. If you're worried or if you're anything, and if you're trying all treatments, doing all the right thing, but if you're not feeling well and if you're stressed, then it will not help in healing. Sometimes the placebo effect, right? If I'm spelling it right.
Hopefully.
It actually placebo. So it actually also has a role to play in all the healing, I feel. The way you feel, the way you believe in something, that helps a lot. Like if you see in my case, I have got only one extra patch in all these years. Apart from that, if you see, most of them are like little skin patch have come on its own. Even I have had my tough days, and I have seen light nude phase coming. And that time I took some interventions, like I started changing my mindset. I started taking some like just went for a walk, or did something which will help me that during that time period. So you need to observe yourself and do what suits you, basically.
Just
And
understand.
support networks always helps you network and understand.
Just understand your body.
Yes.
So what would be like the message from your side to the general public, like what you want to say as a parent, or as a woman, or as a person having vitiligo? What you want to say to the general public?
So what I believe is, that whatever adversity we go through, right? Like maybe vitiligo or anything, it can always be converted into an advantage, an opportunity to express ourselves. Right? And okay, for like if you see a person with vitiligo, then you can always, just like have a friendly conversation or anything, like based on your comfort. And if you're a person with vitiligo yourself, then when somebody approaches you to talk to you, then please talk to them if you're comfortable. Right? If they ask you something, please reply them. I'm not telling that you encourage annoying conversations, but most of them who would approach you will approach with a good with a good intention, and there are good people out there. So so do because sometimes when we restrict maybe a group of people altogether. Sometimes avoiding one person will lead to avoiding a group associated with that one person.
With that person.
So it's
Absolutely.
always good to interact based on your comfort. And
Hmm.
also, like, when somebody suggests something, it's okay. Like, if you don't want, you can always politely tell, and or if you want to avoid in certain cases, you can. And if
Yeah.
you're a person without vitiligo, then see, like, based on the person's interest or the person's mood or attitude, you can always converse accordingly. I mean, this is applicable to anybody, even without vitiligo.
Yeah.
So it's always a journey from both the sides. I feel as
Hmm.
a person with vitiligo, I need to include myself in the society, and also from the other end, the society. I mean, the people without vitiligo also need to be aware of what it is, so
Yeah.
that they're able to improve,
Yeah.
and they also the willingness to understand and include each other. Right,
Yeah.
overall.
Yeah. The concept of
Yeah,
inclusion
yeah,
is very beautiful, and it needs to be, taken up.
yes. It's a two-way journey.
Yeah,
Inclusion is
it's a
always
two.
a two-way journey.
Yeah. Yeah. What would be your advice to the people with vitiligo? Whether it be on their emotional aspect or how they look upon to themselves, like what would you like to tell to them?
I feel more than an advice, like as a friend, I would say that, if you're in need of support or anything, or if you're from India and you don't have access to support networks, then you can get in touch with us.
Hmm.
Like, you can get in touch with me. I basically manage these things. So the number is also 9845668296. And you can message me. We are on Telegram. It's a support network. And apart from that, if you see, even if you don't want to be a part of support network, you can always, follow like our pages on social media. Why I'm telling our pages on social media? Because we feature inspiring content. We also feature people with vitiligo. We also feature informative stuff,
Hmm.
right? And now being members of international alliance, also maybe we'll have more access to information or certain things which I'm also
Hmm.
not much aware. But the
Hmm.
thing is, educate yourself, right?
Yeah.
Be aware of what is
Yeah.
happening in the
Yeah.
field, and also connect with people based on your comfort. If you want, you can join a support network, or you can even follow a social media page to
Hmm.
be aware. We also
Yeah.
conduct quizzes and those things. Or if nothing, then you can also watch videos on YouTube and get yourself, educated. So it's
Yeah.
all based on your thing. Or if
Hmm.
you don't want any of these, then just speak to people in your circle. There will
Yeah.
be at least one or two people who will listen to you.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
also, being a person with vitiligo, if we want, like, awareness to be spread, then be that change agent. Go and speak to people about it openly,
Hmm.
in a
Yeah.
positive way, right?
Yeah.
Like, I know, like, we all go through things. Somebody would have hurt us. Somebody would have, done this, done that. Even we would have hurt somebody unknowingly.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the thing is, ultimately, to come out of that hurt and everything and see what next,
Hmm.
right? So
Yeah.
so that, with that intention, I would say that please, like, include yourself, because definitely there will be 90% of people who will be willing. 10%
Hmm.
who are there, that's okay, they are also in their journey, it's okay, let it be. But most of them will be always will be coming forward and be, they'll be very approachable. So
Hmm.
please focus on that 90% and that majority. Even, okay, in our case, in some of the cases, even if it is 10% of people who are positive, then let's include them in our circle.
Yeah. Yeah.
So focus on what is there for us, rather than,
Hmm.
like, it's very natural to focus what is not there, but please focus
Hmm.
on what is there,
Yeah.
so that, it will make your journey more easy. And the only acceptance which is required is only us. Like,
Yeah.
I am good the way I am, only I need to know that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So remaining, it will all fall into place.
Hmm.
So yes,
Oh,
this is what
okay.
I wanted to say.
Yeah. So, what would be your message to children having vitiligo, like who have just acquired or who have acquired for like they are in their journey of accepting themselves and understanding themselves? What would you want to tell them?
So I would say that for children, I guess they are better coaches than us. They know how to be happy.
Yeah.
So for children, I feel that you just continue playing and, doing what you like. Right? I don't have to say
Mm-hmm.
anything. You know it yourself. Treatments which you do, the health habits which you want your child to follow. Do everything, but at the same time also assure that it's like, it's not, maybe it need not come in the way of your child's living.
Mm-hmm.
On the way you look at your child, and, they let them enjoy their childhood. Let them do
Hmm.
whatever they want. Take them to public places, which I've already told. To family functions.
Mm-hmm.
Let them involve with everybody, anybody, like all of us, right? Like how
Hmm.
a person without anything does, right? So let them just go there, be there, and whatever you want to do it at home, like treatment
Yeah.
and all. And also let discuss it with the child. Now,
Mm-hmm.
even after 3 years or 4 years, children understand what is happening to them.
Mm.
Discuss with them that what it is, why you're doing the medication, why it is required,
Yeah.
right? So that on a friendly note, they agree to what they're doing, or not like, okay, my mama, papa is asking, so I'm doing it. Why they are doing, even their yes or no matters.
Yeah.
So that is very important for
Yeah.
their mental health, and also for your, like as
Yeah,
a
as a
parent, for
parent.
your
Yeah.
satisfaction and mental peace.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's very important.
Yeah.
So I have a message to the parents that let your child do whatever they want. You
Mm-hmm.
are anyways a good guide, a good decision maker in terms of what is good for them. Just that like just that the treatment and anything can happen in parallel while their life takes the main stage.
Mm-hmm.
All this can happen in the background. The main stage, their life, their academics, or whatever fun they want to have, wherever you want to take, just let it happen.
Them.
Right?
Yeah. Okay. So
And basically, the parents are the main interface. Even if somebody asks about their child, let them positively answer to it.
Yeah.
It is there.
Yeah.
This, let them so that the child is also happy that okay, what is that? I can also answer it that way. That my parents are also bindas about it.
Yeah.
Right. So,
It's
because
like
in some cases it leads to parents changing their their stay, their place, location, moving away from residence, or not taking their child to a function.
Mm-hmm.
So when you need to include your own child.
Yeah.
You need to include yourself also as a
Yeah.
yeah.
It's more like a set up an example of yourself for your child. So that yeah.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Sushmita ma'am, for this wonderful and informative session from the whole team of MH India.